You didn't send me a bio. So I'm going to have to try to make something up. I'm going to try.
I did the form like months ago.
Yeah, but when I asked for a bio, you said, I'm going to just email you some.
And I never emailed it to you? Well, thank God you know who I am.
I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this. Because normally I just read whatever they send me. So here we go. We're going to try our best here.
Are we live? Because... Okay, because real talk. I just feel like we've done this several times before to the point where you don't need a bio for me. Like, you can just talk about me and the people will be like, oh, it's Kendra.
You know?
I just feel like I shouldn't be like everybody else sometimes. That's a me problem. That is absolutely a me problem. And I acknowledge that wholeheartedly.
Well, I wanted to make sure, it's somewhat professional, I at least say something, it's like, come on now, come on intro, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy.
I'm going to hype you up regardless.
Bet. All right, bet. We finna do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Talk Radio podcast. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yo, before we go anywhere, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. When you hit those buttons, you should see a little bell pop up over there on the side. Hit the bell button so that way you can see and get notified for everything on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a good one for you guys. We have a good friend in the room now. By the time you guys see this, it might be like Christmas time-ish, so we're just going to say it's going to air around Christmas, okay? So happy holidays to y'all. This is a great treat. We're going to have some good fun on today, huh? I hope you got your eggnog and everything. You know what? I feel some kind of way because she...
I didn't know I could have my eggnog.
We got royalty in the room, okay? We have a person in the room today, ladies and gentlemen. If you know me, you know her. She's been on almost everything I've ever done. I have done stuff for her. I'm production for her. She is production for me in her own way. I'm not even gonna go crazy about it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Queen Mona! Queen Mona.
Hi.
Hi, Queen Mona. How are you?
I am well. I have my water, and I'm prepared to not mind business during this conversation.
We are going to have some fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Now, first thing I do on the show, and I do it for every single person, regardless if I talk to you every day, regardless if I don't talk to you all the time, I'm going to ask you, how are you?
You want the truth right now? The absolute truth is...
This is the Real Talk Radio podcast.
This is Real Talk. So... if y'all know me and you know Tommy, we're usually in the same room together because, as he said, he is production. So I had to turn my lights on myself. I had to connect my mic by myself because I have been under the weather. And because I've been under the weather, I now have not one, but 2 ear infections. And I did not want to go out in the cold air this evening. So we were improvising. So the video looks a little staticky. It looked a little off. You're like, oh, this is not the product that we expect from Maestro. It's my fault. It's me. So that's how I feel today. My ear is so painful. I'm taking antibiotics, but it is painful.
It's not all her fault because we've tried to do this like a long time ago, but scheduling conflicts, we just can't lock it down. But we gonna do this because we got stuff to talk about on this here episode.
I know what we're talking about.
This is gonna... I mean, we started.
I have no idea.
I have an episode written out for you, and I had like different things. There are of course some things I'm gonna make sure for those who may not, whoever you are, may not know who you are. I mean, the first question is pretty much, what makes you LaKendra? We know, and that's literally what it says. What makes you LaKendra? Because I want for people who might not know, because I have singers, I have artists, I have regular people, quote unquote, that's what they are, regular people. I have skilled people. Everybody is a certain person. Depending on who I'm talking to, when I say Queen Mother, they're like, who is that? And I'm like, LaKendra. It's like, oh, I know LaKendra. I don't know Queen Mother. So like, just give us, a quick little introduction. Just you, who are you? What do you do?
That's a whole podcast within itself, I believe. So what makes me LaKendra? and you said who I am, what do I do? So what I do is a lot. I do a lot. I work full time. I run 2 side hustles. One of them being Integrity Orchid Consulting, which is my event management business. And then I have LaKendraGarrison.com, which is another business I have where I help entrepreneurs get started up with their business. I also have my own podcast. I just want to wait over here. I just want to talk, which will be relaunching in 2024. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And any other creative projects I do under LaKendraGarrison.com. I am a daughter of the King. I love church and am churchy for absolutely no reason all the time. I am a giver. Giving is one of my love languages. And I had a conversation with myself about this the other night, and I won't get too deep into it lest we belabor the time. But like, I love giving, and I love making people happy and making other people feel valued. That blesses me to be able to do that. So that's what makes me me. I'm also a mother. My child is no longer a child. He is a grown man. Praise God. But he's still mine. And I love to cook. I love to eat. I love, in my older age, I love peace and tranquility. I love just being in my house, on the back porch, looking at the water, looking at nature. I think that's what makes me LaKendra. Now, what makes me Queen Mother?
Come on now. I was just going to say, we need the flip side.
What makes me Queen Mother is the mother part. The Lord has blessed me. Let me say it like that. The Lord has blessed me with the type of spirit where people feel drawn to me. And what I've realized in, in my self-reflection time, that the people who are drawn into me are people who need some sort of nurturing or encouragement for themselves. And I love doing that. Like, they come to me like, LaKendra, oh my God, they freaking out. They're about to have a panic attack. And I'll be like, baby, calm down, sit down. Let mama fix it, kind of thing like that. But it's all out of love and respect for those people. So I'm gonna summarize it like that. Tommy probably has a whole different answer of why I'm Queen Mother, but that's
my answer. My answer is pretty much the same. In a way, it's the same. I mean, I think from when I first met you, I've always said the same thing. Queen Mother is like low key. She might not see it that way because when I first got to Gainesville, apparently I was super saved, and I'm not sure how she got that, but apparently I was super saved. I saw her as the water in my life. So we all know what water is. We all understand its purposes, all that good stuff. The way I viewed her when I first met her and just saw how she was and how she acted, I always said, like, you are legit the water in my life. I'm a boat. You are the water in my life. I can either float and work, and this will be something prosperous, or I can sink. If I mess with you, get you on the wrong side, et cetera, that's going to be me. And ever since then, we've been cool. We've been
like this.
Like, come on now. You know what I mean? But I mean, I will say, man, I've known you pretty much my entire time in Gainesville. So that's like coming up on 10 years now. And coming up on 10 years. I've been in Gainesville 10 years. And I can say our connection, our getting to know each other, our acquaintance, all that good jazz, I am nothing but appreciative for you. I'm very appreciative for all that you do. I'm going to give you your flowers now. This is the flower moment. I'm going to give you your flowers. I'm very appreciative for you. Even in making this podcast, y'all don't know this. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a minute. And I know I was like, you know what? I want to do it. I don't know how. I don't know if I should. I don't really want to. I don't want to talk to nobody. And she was like, talk to yourself. I was like,
what I do.
And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. She was like, if you really want to do it, you'll do it. So finding a person to talk to, I think it's pretty easy. If you ask people to come talk to you, they'll probably come. But if anything, if you don't have nobody, talk to yourself. I do it. Sometimes it's therapy. Sometimes it's good, et cetera, et cetera. So, we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into that right there. So you have your own podcast. I Just Want to Talk. If y'all have heard the podcast, you feel me? Queen Mother pretty much just talks about anything, almost everything, but pretty much anything. It's whatever's on her mind for the time. It goes up, it goes down. Sometimes it's just regular, like just regular check-in, what have you. But it's a very good show, very good episode. You want to talk more on the show? You want to give your synopsis? Because you said something we need to figure out, this whole new revision coming in the new year.
Over I Just Want to Talk?
Yeah.
Well, so it's really everything that you just said. So I started, I just want to talk, and during the pandemic when we were all in the house, because we were all in the house, and I didn't have any pets or anything. And I was like, I had fish at the time. I remember one of my first episodes, I was like, I got fish. I talked to them, but they don't talk
back to me.
And if they do, I didn't hear them. So anyway, so I started this podcast. I just want to talk. And I literally just started talking to myself about random topics, sometimes current events, sometimes things that were just impacting me. And I just wanted to share. I did some things about my journey to turning 40 and things like that. It was really fun. And then production, Tommy, helped me establish a YouTube channel. So I do have a YouTube channel there. I think only like 2 episodes of I Just Want to Talk on YouTube at LaKendra Speaks. That's at LaKendra SPKS. And so in 2024, I just want to revitalize that. I don't know if it's going to be like, anything new, but the brand I Just Want to Talk, registered trademark. So I do want to have more merch.
Shout out to that. We're not gonna blow past that. Shout out to that. Okay.
So I do want to have more merch. I want to have more episodes. I think I do want to have more guests on, but at any rate, I just want to be more consistent with having conversations and just getting back out there and talking to the people because I miss it.
Yeah, you be dropping them little snippets, them little snippets on the Instagrams and stuff, and I just be like, yeah, where the next one at? Like, you do one, and I'd be like, where the next one at? Like, you know what I'm saying? We be looking forward to it. So, like, overall, what would you say or categorize? I Just Want to Talk. Like, what kind of podcast would you say that is, or what kind of show would you say that is?
If I had to put it in a category, I would just say it's social and current events. Because I think what I talk about is relatable. Mm-hmm. To women in my age group, working women, Black folks, church folks, mothers, like it's just all across the board in a social perspective.
Right.
And again, depending on what's happening on Earth at the time, I'll talk about a current event here or there if it tickles my fancy. So
it tickles she'll talk about the event. She will talk about the event. That's the funny part.
Because I don't want to talk about stuff just because it's trending. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what most people do. This is trending, so let me hop on in and talk about it, which is cool. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or not, but if it's trending and it's not of interest to me, then I'm not gonna be able to have a good conversation about it.
Right. So with that, so like, I know like it's just gonna be just you just talking. Are you going to try to do more of like, I don't know, like a I wouldn't say like a ask, like those polls, like people be sending in messages like ask Kendra or, you know what I'm saying? Cause I kind of think like sometimes people, you do give, if anything, you give a lot of like, I'm going to put some like right here, like boop, something will be popping up right here. So like normally you give like a lot of words of encouragement. You give a lot of insightful thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like have people who ever like, sent you like personal messages like, hey, I appreciate this and I appreciate that. Like, do people really like converse with you off of the stuff that you be like?
Absolutely. Which is really what I miss about it, right? So I have this is the thing. Like I don't think I do a good job of marketing my podcast. Like I put something on the socials, whatever, whoever sees it. But what I found out is that people at my job listen to my podcast. That was shocking unto me. So like I legit got an email from one of my colleagues who I haven't worked directly with in years, but she follows me on Instagram. And I forget which podcast episode it was, but she sent me like this 3-paragraph email telling me how much she appreciated the conversation and shared her shared her perspective and real life situations, how it related to the topic that I was speaking on. And that humbled me because it was like, first of all, I didn't even know that you really follow me like that, like and paid attention to what I was doing. So that was really cool. But yeah, people send me text messages or emails. After every single episode, I get at least 2 messages, at least 2. So it's not like people like bombarding me with stuff. But I've never done what you said. I haven't done a poll like Ask Queen Mother or anything like that, because somewhere I feel like people are not going to respond to it. So I just kind of shy away from it.
Well, I mean, I guess not necessarily a Ask Kendra thing. So I mean, like if anything, it's more or less just kind of like just like reading through what people have said that has been encouraging to them. You might want to read that on the show, like just a moment of just, you know, thanking the audience or something like that. Because I've seen people kind of try to do, huh?
So come on, brainstorm session.
I mean, we finna get there, you know. Come get the books out. We finna do this because okay, like you guys are watching this, probably gonna air probably the week after Christmas, like the day, like a couple days after Christmas. So we ain't got that much time, like that time left to really be like, okay, I'm trying to like. You might want to go ahead and just start now, like. New Year's coming up. We all got that whole, you know, New Year, new me thing. I really want to do this. I really want to do that. Like, if anything, I want us to do it. And if we're going to do it, like, let's do it for real. Let's really at least try to knock off something. Like, it don't have to be like a bunch of things, at least just one thing. I know, like, we talked about this probably like earlier in the week. Like, yo, we should talk about like goals for 24. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I just want to talk, you know, coming back is the goals. Like, what are your other big goals for the year?
Talk about it. First of all, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because I think they're New Year's lies. And I'm just talking about me because I'll make a list of resolutions and I don't do anything with it. So now I call them list of intentions. I intend to do all of these things. It's not a guarantee, right? So like, I intend to relaunch my podcast and some new merchandise in 2024. I intend to do more with my side hustles and draw some. But here's the thing: I intend to do these things, but what I really want to do, Tommy, is actually put pen to paper and put some numbers with it. Like I can say I want to increase revenue for my businesses, but like, what is that number? What's the goal?
Okay.
Something that to actually work towards. And I want to do it like on a monthly basis. Like this month, I want to generate X amount of dollars, or make sure I put out X amount of marketing pieces to at least market myself. So those are some goals that I have. And then I think another goal really is to be more fiscally responsible. I think I am on the fence about being fiscally responsible and just YOLO, because I find that I can be overly responsible while other people out here living their lives. And I'm looking like, how are they doing this? They're doing it because they're not paying the other bills. Right. Whereas I'm over here meeting due dates and stuff. Like, ooh. Like, you know, if I pay my tithe, my car notes, and my mortgage,
I gotta have fun too. I need to have me some fun.
Trip. A bag. Just out here being overly responsible. So yeah, I'm on the fence about that. So that's the goal, to figure that part out. I can do more.
Do you have like certain deadlines with these intentions? So like, are you gonna just come to like December 31st and be like, I wonder if I did anything I intended?
No, I'm gonna have deadlines. And this is why I said I need to put pen to paper and actually put like dates and numbers with things. I'm going to do a vision board, which I didn't do one for this year, but I'm going to do one for 2024. And I used to think that vision boards were silly, but I think that doing a vision board for me and actually seeing things and having that constant visual reminder is going to be helpful. So I'm going to do a vision board. And when I do the vision board, I'm also going to put dates and numbers with all of my intentions. And I encourage everybody else to do that too. Don't make yourself a promise, but say, I intend to do this. Even if it's, you know, everybody, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to go to the gym more. Baby, if that's really what you intend to do, then God bless it. You're not going to see me at the gym or down to the Weight Watchers meeting, but I'm going to be praying for you and your success. But put some dates and some numbers with it so you'll at least be working towards something.
Right. Man, Queen Mother, you hitting on it now. You hitting on it because because you have a knack to do that. You're just talking is like, yo, that's a word right there. If y'all not
churchy,
no reason. No, but I mean, like, okay, so I know for me, I said it like that, but I didn't label it as an intention. I just said it's something I want to do. Like I want to make sure I do it. You know what I'm saying? So like I know I told myself I'm going to take photography a lot more serious. I'm going to take videography a lot more serious. I'm going to take content creation a lot more serious. I didn't make it as like, oh, I'm going to start, you know, January 1st. I just kind of was like, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Why not try to figure out, you know, what I have available or what have I been wanting to use or have whatever, like what's free to me that I can go ahead and start using it. You know what I'm saying? And I've worked with, you know, a couple different people And they're just kind of like, yeah, man, here's what I use and here's what I got. You already kind of have everything. You just start using it. You know what I mean? So it's like I guess come 24, I'm not going to be like, all right, January 1st, I'm starting out because I've already been doing some stuff on the back end already. So it's more or less just initiating the rebrand, initiating the start, initiating the, okay, I done said this, so what I got to do to go, to go really chase after it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've gotten very lazy, I've gotten very lazy. I don't feel like going to do.
Cozy, Tommy. Blankets are nice. Those are full.
Especially when you get new ones, it's kind of like home.
Rubbing your feet together with the TV on.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been watched this show before. Why not do that and let the due dates pass me by? Because I'm not. Sir, I hear you. But my God, today, I'm just saying,
I got some bamboo sheets on my bed right now, and I can't wait to get them. Let me say, if y'all don't have bamboo sheets, go ahead and get you some. Thank me later.
Bamboo sheets?
Bamboo sheets.
All right.
Are the best sheets I have ever had in my entire life. Bamboo sheets will have you missing deadlines, dinners, dates, deliveries. You might miss the second coming of the Lord Savior Jesus because of bamboo sheets.
We're not going to miss it. They can't be that good. They're that good? Shut your mouth.
I need somebody right now. I don't care where you're listening from, wherever you are right now, this moment. If you know about the bamboo sheets, tell me that's what you're getting from Christmas.
Shout out to the bamboo sheets.
Go to Amazon right now. Text me the size bed you have. You get it.
Look, man, we're going to take a quick little break, man. We're going to be right back with the Real Talk Radio podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Real Talk Radio podcast with Queen Mora. The sheets have been ordered. She was not playing. The sheets have been ordered. Queen Mora.
Here.
Got a couple questions for you, Queen Mora.
Ooh, questions. I like questions.
Good questions. Little questions I've asked myself. I think there was probably on an episode I asked myself these same questions, but I think it'll be good to ask somebody else this question.
Did you answer yourself? I have a couple questions that you ask yourself, and because don't you already know the answer when you ask yourself the question? How'd that work out?
I had a real heart-to-heart with myself.
Is this on YouTube?
It's on the YouTube. I'm going to ask you, because I really want you to answer this, and I'm going to move this real quick. What's the hardest lesson you've had to learn this year?
Oh, my God.
Normally, the question is for in general, but I'm going to ask you this year. Like, what's the hardest lesson you had to learn this year?
Wow. Oh, when I look back over my life and I think things over, the hardest lesson that I've had to learn in 2023 is about losing things, people, places, things, positions, and coping with loss.
One more time.
Coping with loss. That's the summary of it. Coping with losses.
Coping with losses. Man. I don't even remember what I said. But I know when I asked it, like to myself, like, and the way my studio is set up. So I looked at the camera and asked the question, looked at my phone, read the question, look up, and I have a monitor right there. And all I saw was myself. And I was like, what are you going to say? I was like, I feel like we have to have those kinds of questions because sometimes we don't even try to keep it real with ourselves. So
that's the word.
So I said it and was like, I'm gonna say this and then not look at the monitor no more. So I said it again, and like if you watch it, you kind of see me like my eyes go back and forth. Like, do I talk to the people or do I talk to myself? You know what I'm saying? I don't remember what I said verbatim, but I think I just put in general, like the hardest thing in general that I had to kind of just learn and be accepting to, because it's one thing to learn it and then I can be in denial about it. You
Amen.
know what I'm saying? And I know for me, can't speak for y'all, but I can come to a whole come to Jesus moment for myself, or a whole, you need a whole sit down moment, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be in denial, because denial is a river in Egypt, and that's where it is. Because I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna follow it. I'm not gonna accept it, because whatever it is not true. But I know sitting down, talking, like having that whole question to myself, it was just kind of like, yo, be real with you before you be real with anybody else.
Amen. This evening,
it's the concern. It's the church mother face.
Focus on what you're saying.
I'm just saying. I think in doing this, I've had people who ask me stuff all the time. I have, I don't have like this crazy huge following, but I have, people that I talk to all the time, and they're like, "Oh, you're really about to be like real for real? Why don't you ask yourself this?" And I'm just kind of like, sure. I mean, it's just a question. But then come time when I wrote the question down, stood in front of the camera and did it, I was like, yo, there are some hard truths we just are literally running from.
Let me say something, and that's truly a word, because the term is ignorance is bliss. And when we try to remain ignorant to our own truths, we create this false sense of joy and this false sense of happiness and a false sense of contentment.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that because when you break that glass, Tommy, and you had that real heart to heart with yourself, and you tear down that facade of happiness, joy, and contentment, and really deal with the heart of the matter, that stuff is hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to deal with. It's not easy to process. It's not easy to heal from. So people are accepting of living in ignorance because it's blissful. Right. So kudos to you for having that conversation with yourself and having a heart to heart.
Yeah, just you go watch it. I asked myself a few questions. It was like,
I was gonna laugh because I'm like, this Negro's really sitting here talking, asking himself questions that he wrote in advance.
And you know what's crazy?
Maybe that just sounds weird to me. Okay.
Well, whenever I prep the show, I prep it and I leave it alone. Like I don't open it no more. So once I write whatever the idea is, once it's time to record, I'm deciding as it's going on which section to do. So like, if you look at it, I'm literally trying to run away from that portion of questions. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to ask myself these questions. There's no need to ask me that. I'm doing this for them. I'm not doing this for me. Why I got to ask myself, what's the worst advice you ever received? I don't need to ask myself that. I don't know. But I had to really sit here and think about it. I was like, I'm going to really try to figure this out. And as I was doing it, I was like, man, I got teary-eyed just having a real,
yourself.
Yes.
God, you bear therapy yourself, Tommy.
Shout out to therapy for myself. Well,
what's the next question that you asked yourself?
What's the worst advice you've ever received?
The worst advice I've ever received.
Try to pull those questions back out.
Huh?
Should I pull those questions back out?
Nah. Show. Do whatever you want here. What's the worst advice I've ever received?
The worst advice you've ever received.
The quick answer and honest answer is I don't know what the worst advice I've ever received has been. I can say that there's been advice that I received that I should have taken. There's been advice that I received that I should have contemplated a little bit more. But the worst advice I've ever received, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I got 42 years of life here, man. I don't know.
Well, okay, so I got like maybe two more. I asked, I done recorded maybe a couple of people before. You guys probably gonna see these people. I didn't ask them the same question. I'm gonna ask you the same question. What's a truth people are refusing to accept?
That Jesus is real.
Shout out to Jesus.
That's my final answer.
It's the shout for me.
You want to do it again?
What? Oh, Lord. Okay, I got another one. Last one. Which is the hardest for you to say? I done brought this question back because the poll was cool, but it kind of hit harder when more people were kind of asking oh, okay, I never had to think about this before. I never really dove into that, et cetera, et cetera. So there you have 4 options. I might take off an option. I'm gonna take off an option. So
Okay.
3 options. What's the hardest for you to say? I'm sorry. I need help. I was wrong.
I need help.
And that's kind of where everybody goes. Everyone goes to that. I need help. Mainly because it's just hard to extend that hand, I guess. What would you say? Why is that your reasoning?
It's hard for me to extend grace to myself.
Mm.
It's easy to say. It's easy to say the words. It's hard to extend yourself enough grace and accept the fact that you need help so you can say the words. Giving yourself grace and understanding that you don't have the capacity, the bandwidth, skill set maybe to do something is the hardest part.
Wow. Yeah, Queen Mother. This is the part where conversations with Queen Mothers get deep and start to sink in.
Hey, what?
What's life teaching you right now?
Hallelujah, Jesus. Right now, life is teaching me, wow. Life is teaching me that even though I may have lost in some areas of life, that God is still good. And that's not being churchy for no reason. That's literally the lesson. Though I may have lost, God is still good. God is still good in the fact that he's still yet blessing me. God is still good in the fact that I have not lacked, even though I've lost, I have not lacked. Now, right there is a sermon within itself. I have lost, but I have not lacked. Therefore, God is still good.
Mm-hmm. Whew.
The end.
The end. I don't think I need to ask her anything else.
Oh, you ready for the benediction? Now it's him who is able.
No, I won't do that. Okay, so I'll ask you this one off the brink. So I know we're trying to do better. Every day we are striving to do better. That's like the main focus of any and everything we do, right? What is something that you are going to make sure you do not repeat coming into the new year?
Something I make sure I do not repeat.
Yeah, whatever you did this year, last year, like if you know it's something that's that you should just go ahead and just stay away from. What is that thing? Like you're gonna make sure like this is not gonna be repeated. I'm gonna break this cycle.
Cycles. Oh, come on, cycles. The song just started playing in my head. Can we insert that right there? That's where it needs to go right there, Thomas. Cycles need to go right there.
I got you.
My God. Things that I won't repeat in 2024 is being inconsistent. I had and currently, because we're still in 2023, I have a bad habit of being inconsistent. Hence, me not doing my podcast on a regular basis.
Right.
Hence me not, creating content on a more regular basis and doing other things. So I want to break the cycle of inconsistency in 2024.
Shout out to Breaking Cycles.
I feel like I am too deep for your podcast.
No, this is what we want. Sorry. This is what I want. I want people to be deep. People are so afraid to just be deep. Say whatever it is. Just say it.
Some snippets. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched a full episode yet. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. And it's just like, it's fun.
It's fun.
And I feel like this is not the same as the other episodes.
It's not. Well, you want to make it fun? We can make it fun because I
want to make it authentic. It's whatever you want it to be. I'm just saying, it just doesn't. I feel like it's real deep, and the people gonna be like, I ain't come here for this.
So the crazy,
and this is what they need. If somebody says I didn't come here for this, it is absolutely what you need.
So the crazy part, right? I do this first. Like I try to get, if it's a person that does music, I talk to them about music. I talk to them about their craft. I talk to them about why they are and what they do, et cetera, et cetera. If it's a person that doesn't do music, and like if I'm talking to you, this is what we normally do. So I'm not gonna try to switch it up. Like, oh, hey, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna talk to you like how I normally talk to you. So I mean, there are some things. I got some things lined up, that I would love, to hear your take on and see how well you do because, you know, a lot of people have failed.
Whoa, is it a game?
You know, I got a few games I would like to play with you. A few little... Her face.
All right.
but no, like for real though, like if anything, I really just want people to like, if it's the Real Talk Radio podcast, I just want people to just genuinely just have real conversations or hear real insights from other people because your ways are not my ways. Most,
Amen.
like I know like today, the episode with Desmond, that's the one that aired on today. So I know like there are 2 snippets that I dropped, and I just dropped one for fun because I just know music is his thing. I can easily pick his brain with that. But then I knew for sure on the second one that I dropped, we're talking about relationships, and we're just talking about like dudes, like a dude's point of view for a relationship. So I know Desmond is married, so I know I can ask him a certain question just on the aspect of, hey, I'm about to start talking to somebody. I don't know if I should commit to her, or I don't know how vulnerable I should be with her. As my homeboy, what would you say? You know what I'm saying? And that snippet to me was kind of more insightful because these are conversations a lot of guys have behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? These are conversations, not saying we're afraid to have them, but these are conversations that take place. And it's if anything is between like one person. It's not something that's like super big, it's not super drawn out, but it's just inquisitive. Like, this is how I'm thinking, this is how I'm feeling, what would you say? Or do you think I'm cool? You think I should do it? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And I know, well, him being the first married person on the show, I knew like with him, like right before he started recording the show, he was talking to his wife. In talking to his wife, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick your brain with that because it's only your insight. So however you feel about it, it's how you feel. I can't take away how you feel about it, but I can, you know, bring some light because this is your point of view. We all have our own point of views. We all have our own, you know, specific taste, specific, you know, directions that we choose to take with stuff. So like with me asking you what's the hardest thing you've learned, that's your insight. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody else, that could be, you know what I'm saying? Like when I ask you what's the hardest truth, I love your answer. I'm down with your answer. But most people kind of go even deeper than that. Like I think Desmond was like, half of the time, like when we tell you things, we're actually being honest. You know, when guys are telling women things, we're actually being honest. We're actually being open. We're actually doing the things that you're asking of us. I've had people tell me stuff like, you know, like a certain artist isn't legit. Like we don't like, I don't see the hype over a certain artist. I don't see the hype over, I'll tell you, because we had this conversation.
Because, you know, I'm like, who talking about?
So I asked him, what's the truth that, you know, people are just not willing to accept? And he was like, Beyonce is just another person.
Ooh, he went there.
He went there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I listened to, if anything, if I had to really choose, probably the first 2 albums are my favorite. Because they were like her genuine singing. She's genuinely being a performer. She's genuinely being a great singer. Everything else is just kind of like, yeah, we're just going to hype it up because of she's Beyonce. Like, what is that? And to hear him say that, you know what I'm saying? And to hear him say that, I was kind of like,
have you seen the movie? Did you go see the Renaissance movie?
No. I've seen a lot of snippets on TikTok. The only thing I can really say that I really enjoy is Blue's growth from the beginning to the show to the end of the tour. Her growth and her confidence in doing that part. I don't know how long the part is. I don't really know how long the show is, but that snippet that she does with her, I think somebody put a side by side of like her first time ever doing it and the last time she did it. And you can literally see that growth of performance, that growth of like, we about to go out here and kill. Like that whole, you know, thing. And then there's another snippet that she does with like one of the dancers and they showed that snippet. So like the first time she ever had to do that, that dancer had to pretty much like be on her hip. Like, hey, this is what you do. Hey, it's okay. Like we're following you, but we're going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Come to the last one. She like, no, this is my show.
Listen, real quick. You ain't asked me this. I just want to insert it because we're talking about it. I used to be part of the Beehive heavy. And I still give Beyonce respect because she's a great performer. I don't disagree with this.
Des didn't say it. He didn't say it, but I had a guy ask, and that's what he said.
Yeah, save your hate mail. I still think Beyonce is one of the best performers of our time. The girl can put on a show. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care.
I agree.
My opinion. You can put on a show. I didn't go to the concert. Number one, it was too expensive. Number two, I personally wasn't feeling it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody that I know that went had a fabulous time because she's a performer. She puts on a great show. I do want to see the movie because what I've heard is it gives more behind the scenes of the performer.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see more of Beyonce, the human.
The human, yeah.
And that's what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in seeing her as a businesswoman, a mother, and a wife than I am seeing Beyonce on stage.
Right. And they show a lot of those planning sessions, you know, little debriefs, little like, hey, what do you think about this? You know what I'm saying? And it's like that, to me, that is more of what I would like to see, period. I've never seen a Beyonce show. I think my favorite thing Beyonce has ever put out has to be I think it's the Beyonce Experience DVD or something like that. I don't know how I stumbled across it, but just seeing the all-women band, the transitions, the flow from song to song, I think for me, that's like the best thing I've ever seen her put out. She's probably put out stuff that doubles it. I think for that one, it was just kind of like, yo, she did that by herself. Like she directed this whole thing from start to finish. Like dancers are gonna come in on this note, et cetera, et cetera.
No, I've been to 2 Beyonce concerts in my lifetime, and it is interesting. What I believe I know is that it is that detailed oriented. Like it is very much so on this beat, this light up in the top corner on the second row.
It better come on.
And if it don't come on, somebody's getting fired. You know what I'm saying? Like she's that kind of girl. Mm-hmm. So anyway. You ain't asked me about Beyonce. That was just.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's everybody has their own opinion, and that's kind of like what I want to bring more on this platform. Like, we all have our own opinions. If I had a group of people in this room and laid out what's the hardest truth, I doubt we'll all be like, is it hard though? Like, somebody's gonna have like some kind of, you know,
everybody's perspective is gonna be different.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of really what I want to bring more when it comes to the show. So like even that whole little like most of those questions I had to kind of remember like what did I ask myself that day? Because for me I feel those to be hard truths. You know, I'm not saying your answers are wrong or your answers were not good. Those are your answers. Those are how you feel. You feel me? And then depending on how deep you think it was, yeah, that's probably deep. For whoever else that may watch this, that may be deep for them. For me, we do this all the time. So that's gonna be like, that's a word right there.
This is just regular.
This is just regular conversation.
It's just another day.
I mean, that's really what I want. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I'm letting people into the inside of me, inside of my world. These are people that I know who do great things. Queen Mother is a great person. She does a lot of things. If you give it to her, she just knows what to do. She just got it like that. You know, that's just, and it's just like, these are people that I know. I know Dez. I've seen Dez, you know, perform. I've worked with Dez. You know, he's a great singer. You know what I'm saying? I know Stina. I've worked with Stina. I've done stuff with Stina. So I know these are people that, like, for me, I'm like, yo, this person is really cool. This person's really dope. You know, of course, introduce us to the world. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went home and a friend of mine was like, yo, whoever that girl was that was on the show, bring her back. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, she can sing. Like, you need to do more of those. I'm like, that's what I want. I want to bring more of those moments of like, yo, this person is dope. Oh, that conversation was dope. Oh, I didn't think you would have. Oh, man, I wonder what made you ask that person this. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. So it's like, I don't care how deep you get. Honestly, be deep. That's just you. That's just.
You've been deep.
Been deep. Shout out to being deep. We just been deep. Look, man, we're going to take a quick little break, and we're going to come back with Queen Mother on the Real Talk Radio podcast. Let's see. So when it comes to men and their feelings, what's a word of advice you would give to a dude? So if a brother come to you and he's like, man, I want to commit, but I don't know how. Like, what would you advise him? Like, what would you say to him?
But I don't.
I know how to be right, but I don't know how to love. I can't go to her and be like, show me how to love you. Like, you know, because most dudes gonna confine in their boys first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what should I do? Like, what would my pointers be like?
I'm gonna say this, and hopefully y'all don't take it the wrong way. I was like, you already messed up. And the reason why I say that, because think about women and just how they are raised. Women are, you know, raised to love, to nurture. You know what I mean? So that's already instilled in them. Like for us, we we're not necessarily raised in vulnerability. You know, we're raised in toughness. Like, don't cry. Like, you gotta be this rah type of dude. Like.
We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that.
Like, you know, but like I said, it depends on your environment. So I would say, don't be afraid to ask her, like, hey, how can I love you better? Because that shows to her, like, okay, he's trying to be better for me.
For me, yeah.
Or he's trying to understand me. Because once you start pouring out, man, and showing that leadership and saying, hey, I don't know, I don't understand. And that's the same thing. I'll go back, you know, with my wife. Like, I didn't know. She was like, you know, you don't know how to do such and such. I was like, I wasn't raised that way. Like, I've never experienced that.
Right.
So me never experiencing something, I can't give you something I've never experienced or I've never seen.
Welcome back to the Real Talk Radio podcast. We got Queen Mother. Joined via, can I say satellite? Can I say that? Joined via satellite? Via Zoom. She's on Zoom. Queen Mother. I was like, you know, most people say via satellite. I figure like everybody be on Zoom. That's just where they be at. Queen Mother, got a few games that I want to play.
Okay.
You know, now I will give you an option. You can pick the red pill. I gotta do something. Red
don't
pill.
do this, Tommy. Don't give me choices because my choice is going to be I don't want to play a game.
See, we're just gonna do both. Got it. We're just gonna do both. Queen Mother, welcome to Song Association.
I might be good at.
Yes. So, you know how this goes. I'm gonna give you.
I hope so. Anyway, let's go.
I'm gonna give you a word. One word. In that word, you need to give me a song with either that word in the title or in the lyric of the song.
Okay.
A lot of people have not been doing this correctly, so I'm going to tell you, you have to sing it. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be great. But if you start singing it, I need words. We need to know what the song is. Just hitting the word and stopping, that's not going to cut it.
First of all, this is cheating because you know I don't sing publicly. This is cheating. I'm letting you know now. This covers you for 2024 and 25.
This is going to be fun. So you know how this goes. You get it right, give you a bell. You get it wrong, I'm going to give you a buzzer. You're going to have 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You could do this. I believe in you. 10 seconds.
All right, well.
First word. There's 9 words. By the way, there's 9 words. First word. Charge.
A charge to keep I have a God to glory. A charge. Hey, that's all you're getting.
This is going to be the most churchiest song association you guys are going to ever see.
Not know that. New game. You have to guess the song I'm going to sing.
Oh, okay. I'll try because I kind of figure I kind of know where you're going to go with this, but we're going to see. We're going to see. The next word. Good.
It's another church song. First song that came in my head was Good Father.
Sing it. Sing a little bit.
Good Father. It's who you are.
Yes, sir.
This is probably going to be the churchiest.
The churchiest song association. I'm telling you.
What do you think I was going to say?
Good Father. I kind of have it written here like she's going to say this word. Next word. Sweet.
He's sweet, I know.
He's This gonna be. I'm telling you. I'm
so ashamed.
You, the way this is going, you might be the only person who gets it all right. I'm guaranteeing you're gonna get all of these right.
Okay, all I know is church songs. Okay, let's go.
I might give you a 10th word and just throw something at you. Next word. Leak.
There's a leak in this old building.
And my what? How it go? Give me a quick little.
I am so ashamed. There's a leak in this old building.
And my what?
My soul has got to. Sean Pace, come on.
Oh, okay. I don't know how you're gonna go here. All right.
Okay.
Next word is praise.
Every praise is to our God.
I didn't think you were gonna say. Low key, I thought you were gonna hit me with a praise him.
Hey,
I thought that's what you gonna put.
can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Ooh. Okay, your next word. Saints.
When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number.
It's when the saints go march.
Sorry, folks.
I thought you were gonna do when the saints go. That Benito Washington song. That's when
yeah.
see, I was like, that might be where you go with that one.
I told
Okay.
y'all to Turkey for no reason. So this should have been expected.
This should have been super expected. I was like, she's gonna do this. Next word. Bless.
Remember that now?
Huh? We're at 7.
Jesus.
We're at number 7. Your word is bless.
Can I say blessed assurance?
Sure, but as long as you sing some of it. As long as you sing some of it, we'll give you that one.
Blessed, we're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go.
She didn't want to do that blessed assurance. She did not want to do that. All right, word number 8. Light.
Oh, so many things came to my head right then. Well, this little light of mine,
On.
gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it shine. Did you? Okay. Last word, Tommy, because I feel away.
I'm gonna give you 2 more words.
That was not the rules of the game.
I'll give you 2. Word number 9 is side.
Side. I'm not gonna get this one. I'm not gonna get this one.
I want to know where do you stand? Oh, who's
my God.
on the Lord's side? I want to know where do you stand?
I didn't even think about that one. You're absolutely right.
I was like, you go get this one.
I can't believe. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
All right, one more word.
Okay.
Smooth.
As in smooth R&B.
Smooth is the word.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Hey, that was Song Association.
Are we done with this game?
Well, I thought you were gonna get them all. Well, you missed one. I thought you were gonna get them all. I really thought you were gonna get them all.
Right.
Well, all right, let's play the next game. You might hate me for the next game. But shout out to the Nappy Boy Radio podcast for this game. I'm going to make sure I buy my own variation of the game, but we're going to play the game here. Okay, this is the Trap Spelling Bee. That's what I said.
You said the trap spelling bee?
That's what I said. The Trap Spelling Bee.
Can I call it reinforcements?
You can. Now, let me give you the rules first. So this is the Trap Spelling Bee, right? That's the same rules of a regular spelling bee, but with like a little twist. So some of the words, well, every word you can ask for the definition. Every word you can ask for it to be in a sentence. Some of the words might have song lyrics. All right? It's the Trap Spelling Bee.
I need reinforcements. Close the door.
This is the Trap Spelling Bee. Remember, Trap Spelling Bee. So I'm going to give you a word. I'm going to give you 5 words. You can't see him back there. You can't. What's going on in reinforcement? So we'll let reinforcement join you on the game. Now, that is going to be your lifeline for every word. Every word, you can use him as your lifeline. Okay?
Okay.
So here's how you're going to submit your answer. If I give you a word, you have to say the word,
Okay.
spell the word, and then say the word again to lock in your answer. So if I gave you the word what, you would say what?
What?
WUUUT. What? I will then tell you whether you're right or you're wrong.
First of all, Swan, the authority on whether it's right or wrong.
The card. So it's an actual game card. It's an actual game card, and on the card it's spelled a certain way.
We all have our own rendition.
So we're all about to be upset. So we're all about to be upset. Okay, so remember, you have to say that you can go to the lifeline for every word, but you have the final say so.
But it has to be spelled in a trap-like fashion.
It's the trap's fashion, right? It's the trap spelling bee.
Trap-like guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 5 words. 5 words. If you get 0 out of 5, you don't get nothing. If you get 3 out of 5, you ain't gonna get nothing. If you get them all right, you probably might not still get nothing. We don't have anything like that. We'll figure something out. All right, your first word. What it do?
What it do? I'm going to go on a limb and say WUTITA.
I can say it as many times as you want.
Okay, say it one more time.
What it do?
So you're saying W-A? Why aren't you using words? He's sitting here doing this to me.
No, you can talk. You can talk. You can help her out, but she has the final say so.
Because he said W, is it, can I get hints?
You can ask for it to be in the definition or use it in a sentence.
That's not helpful. W-U-T or W-A-T?
I feel like what it do? What did it do?
What it do?
What it do?
Like W-U-D.
That's what it sounds like.
What it do?
What it do?
How do you say what it do? See, it's up for interpretation. This is why I don't like this game. It's subjective. It's not fair. It's never going to be fair. It's never going to be right.
It's only right on the card. It's whatever the card says. So that's how we know if it's right or wrong.
The lifeline would like one more time with the pronunciation.
What it do?
See, those are 3 separate words. Are those 3 separate words?
It's all one word.
It's one word.
It's one word.
Can you enunciate, please?
What it do?
That was not enunciation. So W-U-D-I-H-D-U or D-O-O?
I feel like D-U is that's a little too.
D-O-O? What they do? W-U-H.
You got to say the word.
D-O. Oh. What it do? Subjective.
The correct spelling is on the card, so don't be mad at me.
No, we're mad. It's fine. We're mad.
The correct spelling is WATITDEW.
First of all, that is not one word. That is 3 words.
That's one word.
And it's what it do.
So it's on the card.
You're wrong, Tommy.
Not me. It's the card.
You told me it was one word.
It's one word on the card. It comes up as one word.
I'm only doing 3 of these because this is not. Go ahead. Number 2.
All right, number 2. Number 2. Spell. Swear to God.
That is, swear to God, S-W-E-A-T-E-R.
It's the trap spell. Remember, this is the trap spelling bee. So
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Swear to God.
Hit it one more time.
S-W-E-A-T-E-R-G-A-W-D. Swear to God. Again, you're wrong. I swear to God, I'm not playing this game. Was that right?
The correct spelling is Sweahdagod.
That's swear to God.
Swear to God.
Swear to God. Not what he said. Not what you said.
Sounds more like a T.
It sounded like a T.
It sounds like a T.
3 of 3. Go.
Last word. Spell. Might as well.
Now, see, I don't think that you can spell it any other way.
Might as well.
Now you said, did you say might as well?
Might as well.
No, you said Midas. That was MIDASWELL. Might as well. Okay, spell it.
You got it right. That's right.
Oh, that
was right. That's the last one you do. That's the last one you do it.
That's it. My lifeline is literally walking out the door.
Thank you for playing the trap spelling bee.
That's horrible.
You didn't like that at all.
No. Because I wasn't wrong. That's the thing. I wasn't wrong.
You wasn't wrong? Okay.
I just wasn't right according to the card.
According to the card. It's the card. The card throws everyone off.
What's next, Tommy?
We can do top 5. I love top 5s. Mainly because it's going to force you to have to, and it's not in any specific order, but it's just some of these will make you think. Just on whatever preference, whatever I choose to use. And I'm probably going to make maybe three of them for you. So 3 top 5s. Okay. Top 5, number 1. Top 5 R&B groups.
Do they have to be, so you want them in order?
They can be in whatever order you give them. It doesn't have to be like number 1 all time.
Okay, good, because I can't do that.
Okay, so top 5 R&B. Can we preference it? I think we can preference it.
Women or?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we split them?
Sure.
Okay, let's do ladies first. Top 5 90s.
Ladies first.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies first.
We're doing groups, so these are groups first.
Groups, lady groups, R&B.
I'm trying to think of 5 off top right now.
Oh, please. SWV, Escape, Jade, and Vogue. I know I'm missing somebody pivotal. Ladies groups, though.
Mm-hmm. That was 4, right? Who'd you say?
I don't know. TLC.
Bet. We'll use those. Those are groups.
Those are groups.
Singles. Top 5 90s R&B lady vocalists. 90s.
Can they transcend into the 2000s? Because I'm old.
Yes.
Now, these are just my top 5. Let me preface this with saying this. Not that I think that they're the best vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
These are just people that I listen to.
Right.
Okay. Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, singles.
Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, Anita Baker.
Singles. Really, Aaliyah. I've slept on Aaliyah since she died, but Aaliyah, not the best vocalist, but I like her music very much. And my last top 5 single female vocalists. Can I say Yolanda Adams?
Yes.
Ooh, then I would have to say Tasha Cobb too, and Kiara Shear. Go ahead. Next.
No, they have to be 5. You already said more than 5.
You're right. That's on the next.
So then who made the list?
God dog it, Tommy. The last one would have to be Tasha, I think.
Tasha Cobbs will take the last one. So name all 5 of those again.
I can't. Don't make me.
I'm gonna try to remember. I remember Anita Baker.
Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, Aaliyah, Tasha Cobbs.
There you go. Those 5. Okay, we'll take those. All right. top 5 male R&B groups.
Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Shy, After 7. And real talk, LSG.
Bet. After 7? I did not think you were going to hit After 7. I did not think you were going to think them. I think you're going to hit them. Okay, top 5 male R&B singer. 90s. Well, we can do 90s transcending.
Well, no, because like my favorite R&B male vocalist was Brian McKnight, and then he lost his mind, and I stopped listening to his music. But he is my top 5. So Brian McKnight, Usher, Tank, really Jamie Foxx. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Jamie.
Don't
Foxx.
sleep on
Babyface.
Jamie. And Babyface? Bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. You're doing really good. You're really firing these off.
Well,
Top.
it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're you're doing very good. Top 5 dishes you've ever had. We're talking about food now.
Dishes I've ever had.
Top 5 dishes. And I'm gonna try my best to find like an image of whatever you say.
Of all time, Tommy.
Yeah.
We're talking about 4 decades of food eating.
That's fine. What's your favorite food? Top. It can be from anything. It doesn't have to be like something specific. Your top 5.
Okay, here are my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite things: my mama's smothered chicken wings.
Mama.
My mama's smothered turkey wing flats, which is what we had for Thanksgiving because I had to have them.
Mm-hmm.
And summer rolls, Vietnamese summer rolls, no sprouts, just shrimp, extra peanut sauce.
Mm.
I love food. I'm just gonna say pasta.
Any?
Listen, I can't just say pasta because there's so many good.
There's so many ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had to tell me a top pasta,
It would probably be. I don't know. I can't readily pronounce the name of the dish, but it's this gnocchi dish at Pomodoro Cafe in Gainesville, Florida. It is like a Alfredo sauce, and it's almost like a carbonara. It has Alfredo sauce and bacon and asparagus and chicken, and it's just decadent. And my mouth is watering right now.
Okay. Yeah, one more, I think. Yeah, one more.
The Oysters Rockefeller at Prime and Pearl.
Period. That is fire. I recently had those. Fire.
You had Oysters Rockefeller?
From over there.
I am so shocked.
I literally told myself I was going to go to one restaurant and try something I know I wouldn't eat.
You went to Prime and Pearl?
Yep.
You went to Prime and Pearl. You didn't tell me you went to Prime and Pearl?
I was really on this I don't want to be a picky eater no more vibe. And so I was like,
you went to Prime and Pearl and didn't tell me you went to Prime and Pearl?
Yeah.
This is what I have the issue with. I don't have an issue with you going. I have an issue that you went and you didn't tell me that you went.
Because I was like, I would never go there. You know what I'm saying? I would never see myself as like, oh, I'm going to go there. So I was like, how do I, I talked to him. I was like, he was like, make a reservation. And I was like, I don't feel like doing that. It's too much work. He was
not. Download Open Table.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. So yeah, but it's wonderful. That was wonderful. One more. Top 5 church songs that need to go away.
We've done this one before.
Have we?
We did.
What is?
As a matter of fact, I don't want to do that one again.
You don't want to do that one again? Okay. I don't remember that one. Oh, I do remember that one. That was on my birthday. At what you call
Was it?
At Wahoo's. I think I still have those recordings. We all sat at the table and talked about it for like 3 hours. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff.
I remember we talked about it.
Okay. Top 5. Ooh. Top 5 destinations you've never been to but you want to. Top 5.
Jamaica, Greece, Mexico, Alaska, France.
And that's on period.
This goes back to, do I want to be fiscally responsible or YOLO? This is what I'm saying.
So who we
Back a book of flight to Greece today.
Hey, man, look, that was top 5. Hey, man, you knocked those out. You knocked those out.
I mean,
I was expecting at least 2 more words for the spelling bee.
Sir, you, T-Pain, and that spelling bee can do something. Yeah.
Hey, look, man, we're going to take another little break, man. We'll be right back with a Real Talk Radio podcast. What's a song by a woman you be singing with your whole chest? Hey, man, let's see. I don't know if I can play them. Selena. I will get to that. Come on, Afro. I'll get to that chorus. Oh, man, that's such a good song. The Way by Jill Scott. Oh. Is it? Yeah. You love me, baby. Oh! Gets me every time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real Talk Radio podcast. We got my gal, Queen Mona, in the room.
Hey.
Queen Mona, one more game. One more game, and I won't play no more games with you ever again.
You're playing games. I don't like games.
You don't like those games? Well,
Real Talk Radio, not real game radio.
I know, but it's fun. It just provides content, and this is probably the most fun thing I do on this show.
Hey, sir, I signed up for this.
You're right, and so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I think I did the test earlier. I think it still works. So we're gonna shout out to the Nahua Radio podcast all over again because they're dope, and I find it very comedic, most of the things that they do. So we're going to play
the button game. Yeah, we're playing the button game. Queen Mora, welcome to the button game. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Queen Mora, a man is invited into your home. He sits down, he tells you, Queen Mora, I want to produce you a button. And when you hit this button, you can get any tangible thing your heart desires. Anything tangible, something you can see, touch, feel, taste, anything tangible. When you hit the button, you're going to get it one time, and you're only going to get one of it. All right? But the moment you hit that button, somebody dies. I'm going to give you some examples. You hit that button, 25-year-old, walking down the road. This is what he does every morning. You hit that button, instant heart attack, he's out of here. Goodbye. You could be doing some good. You could be killing the second coming of Hitler. All right, you could kill a baby. It's very random. It's very random. Now, I know when we sent you the questionnaire, we asked you, who do you love the most? And you put not applicable. And so we hate to do this to you. If you don't hit the button, because some people be like that, like, oh no, I won't hit the button. Like, I don't want anyone to die. Well, we're gonna take your son. He's out of there. We're taking him. We're just gonna, he's coming with us. We're not.
I press the button, get anything I want. You taking my child.
If you press it, someone dies. If you don't press it, we take your son.
Oh, if I don't press it.
If you don't press it, we take your son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I want to give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes starts now. 5 minutes. Anything tangible. Now, I started the time, but I started it early because I normally do this because I have to start it and tell you I'm going to be devil's advocate. So if you tell me you want a boat, I'm going to give you a kayak because you weren't specific. And yeah, that's how that goes. So, I mean, there's some good things. Some people have asked, for a never-ending blunt. Some people ask for a specific fried chicken, like in a box. That's what they wanted from a specific place. One guy wanted his big toe fixed. Somebody wanted a children's hospital. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say, I want $1 trillion, I'm going to give you $1, and I'm only going to give it to you one time. So you have to be very specific in what you want.
If somebody said they wanted $1 trillion and you give them $1, that's not giving them $1 trillion.
Devil's advocate. You only get one of it, and you only get it one time. $1. That's what you get. So
I want 20 acres of property with a 10-bedroom, 4-bath house with 2 dedicated offices, a gourmet kitchen, a TV room, a family room, a main suite that is probably the size of my current house, which is about a little over 1,400 square feet, actually. With a spa-like bathroom with a standalone shower with a seat in it, marble details, a clawfoot tub with a window above it, a 4-car garage, a backyard with a screened-in patio and ceiling fans, pavers, a pergola and seating area, fire pit, a she shed with a seating area, a garden, and trees so I can do bird watching of all kinds. Oh, and some type of water feature like a lake with that will attract natural birds, hawks, eagles, egrets and things of the nature, turtles, maybe a gator or two because I do like watching the gators. And I'm missing something. The house does not have to be furnished. I'll do that myself. As long as I get the property in the building. Thank you.
Sure. What just happened? Hold on, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Can you say all of that again? If I had to ask you to say it all again, could you say it again?
Maybe. Why?
What do you want?
I said it once. You give it to me once. Give me what I asked for.
You didn't say where, so I could put it in Antarctica and just be like, yeah, everything you want is you'll be okay as long as you got it. Oh my God.
But I did say I wanted gators and hawks and eagles, and those are not in Antarctica.
Queen I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. That's never happened. That's never happened.
See, the enemy always set you up to lose. That's what the enemy does. The enemy will set you up hoping for your downfall.
Because it's the voice.
Those of us who lean and depend on Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So y'all didn't see it in the prep? I was like, hey, can you hear this? She was like, yeah. I was like, can you hear this? She was like, yeah.
What about this?
That was the enemy? Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look. that was the button game. Okay. What? No one's ever done that. I've never done that.
Well, did I do it right?
Yes. Because it was like it was very specific, down to the T. Okay.
You told me you had to be specific.
Sheesh. I don't even see. The only thing I could say to that is like, you didn't tell me where to put it, so I'm gonna just put it wherever I feel like it. And
that's fact. I didn't tell you where to put it.
That's the only thing. But down to what had to be in the kitchen, what had to be in the living room, suite. This how big the suite need to be. You know what? Only Queen Mother can do that. That's
why I'm Queen Mother.
I'm gonna go for a break, man. We'll be right back. Back to the Real Talk Radio podcast. Queen Mother is in the room, in the building. She has pretty much been the only person to ever do all of that at that record time and pace. No one's been able to do that. So I need to get you like a trophy or something.
Please.
Some kind of award. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap up, but I want to leave you to do something. It's the Real Talk Radio podcast. And I want you to leave the people with real talk and you fill in the blank. Yeah.
Real talk, and I fill in the blank.
Yeah, real talk. This is your moment to share advice, ideas, opinion. Okay. Yeah, it's just real talk, and then fill it in. Depending on what you say, I may have a question or two.
This is real talk, because this is literally what my week has been like. Real talk. People don't want you until you don't want them.
Whew.
People don't want you until you don't want them.
Wow. Do we got to say anything else?
Nah.
Nope.
God be the glory.
To God be the glory. Queen Mother. Tell the people where to find you, follow you, what they need to be expecting, waiting for, because everything is going to get plugged today. We're going to plug it all.
Well, thank you, Maestro. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube by searching for my handle at Lakendra Speaks. That's at Lakendra, SPKS. Also at LakendraGarrison.com. You can find my podcast as well as most listening platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, what's the other one? Pandora, and Google Play. Also coming soon in 2024, we're going to target for February 2024 the relaunch of the I Just Want to Talk podcast on all of those listening platforms as well as YouTube.
Period. That's how you plug this. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I thank you guys for watching. Man, one more time, give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, give it all the things. Drop your ideas, drop your comments in the comment below, and make sure you guys hit the notification bell so that way you guys are notified anytime a video gets dropped on the channel. You feel me? We out of here, yo. Peace.
May God bless you.